respectfully request that all guests refrain from talking or calling out, and that you take children who are crying to the north end of the stadium. We also ask that you do not take pictures or videos or leave your seats, as professionally produced videos and photographs will be available for a reasonable cost through the Erie High School office. We understand that this is an important occasion for you, as it is for all in attendance. So please turn off all cell phones at this time, as they interfere with the sound system. As we begin the processional, please remain seated.
Please continue to stand for the presentation of colors and Pledge of Allegiance, read by Senior Class President Samaya Wesley, and remain standing for the National Anthem sung by Senior Kaya Williams.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now Kaya Williams.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we'd watch as so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please have a seat. Good morning and welcome to Erie High School's 8th graduation ceremony. We are honored to be here with parents, students, guests, and faculty to celebrate the class of 2025 and their accomplishments. Several members of the Erie School Board are with us this morning. Please stand to be acknowledged when I announce your name. Dr. Jay Brenneman, President. Angie Amatangelo. Daria Devlin. Linda Graff. Sumner Nichols. Gwendolyn Cooley. John Harkins. Zachariah Sharif. Also joining us this morning are Principal of Patrick J. DePaula Student Success Center, Jill Crable. Director of Career and Technical Education, Jason Berger. Assistant Superintendent, Neil Brockman. Assistant Superintendent, Teresa Zumagala. Superintendent, Brian Polito. And incoming Superintendent, Dr. Natalie Gibbs. We sincerely thank the members of the board, central office administration, and especially you, the members of our community, for your continued support of Erie High School and the amazing students who are with us today. And again, good morning, distinguished faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduates of Erie High School. Class of 2025, what an incredible honor it is to stand before you today. This moment is one we've all looked forward to for a long time. It's filled with celebration, reflection, pride, and maybe even a few nerves about what comes next. But before you take the next step forward, I invite you to pause for just a moment to look around and take it all in and recognize this important truth. You didn't get here alone. And that's exactly what makes this year's graduation theme, Together We Rise, so powerful and so fitting. Your journey through Erie High has been shaped by many things, hard work, determination, but by also each other. Together you've weathered challenges, supported one another, celebrated victories, and grown into the remarkable young adults we see before us today. From the day you walked into the halls of Erie High as freshmen, with wide eyes and big dreams, you've grown not just in knowledge, but in character, in compassion, and in courage. You've shown us what it means to be Royals, respectful, responsible, and resilient. You've excelled in the classroom, on the athletic fields, on stages, and in the community. You've faced setbacks, disappointments, and uncertainty. But in those moments, you've reached out to one another, you've offered encouragement, lent a hand, and lifted each other up. That's what rising together truly means. Not climbing alone, but climbing with your peers, your teachers, your families. Each of you contributing something greater than yourself. That spirit, the spirit of unity, of lifting each other up, is what makes this class so special. And while you may be heading in different directions after today, college, careers, military service, or taking time to figure out your next steps, you will always carry with you the legacy of this class and the community you helped build here at Erie High. To our teachers and staff, thank you for your tireless dedication, your patience, and your belief in these students. To the families, thank you for being the foundation, the steady hand, the encouragers behind every success sitting on the field in front of us today. And to the class of 2025, you made us proud. You've inspired us. You've shown us what's possible when we face life not just with grit, but with heart. So as you prepare to leave Erie High and step into the world, remember this: no matter where life takes you, you are and always will be a Royal. And once a Royal, always a Royal. Congratulations, class of 2025. This is your moment. Go forward boldly, lift others as you rise, and continue to show the world what it means to be Erie High strong. Together we rise. Thank you. And now I'd like to call up Ms. Jill Crable.
All right, class of 2025. It's finally here. Graduation day. The day you've been dreaming about, working towards, and sometimes even doubted would ever come. But you made it. Today marks not just the end of your academic journey here, but the beginning of an exciting new chapter. This milestone isn't just a reflection of your hard work, though you put in plenty of that. It's also a celebration of the people who stood beside you, your family, your teachers, your administration team, your mentors, coaches, your friends. None of us gets to this moment alone. Behind every late night, every early morning, behind every success and every struggle, there's been a team encouraging you and challenging you and believing in you, even when you did not believe in yourself. As you step forward into the world, I want to leave you with one more challenge. Carry forward a spirit of giving and a spirit of gratitude. No one really accomplishes things on their own. You now have an obligation to pay it forward, so to speak, to help others. As others have helped you, together we accomplish more. The knowledge you've gained, the support you've felt, and the opportunities you've been given, they are gifts. And the best way to honor them is to share them. Wherever your journey leads, whether it's college, career, service, or something entirely different, always look for ways to give back. Be that mentor, that helper, the light for someone else. Lift as you climb, lead with kindness, and inspire through your actions. Because the world does not just need graduates, it needs givers, It needs dreamers who are also doers. And it needs you, your light, your voice, and your passion. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out there, be bold, be generous, and above all, be grateful. And remember, once a royal, always a royal.
All right, this morning's keynote speaker is Shateria Franklin. Shateria is a dynamic leader, community advocate, entrepreneur, and proud mother of three. A graduate of East High School and Gannon University, she has dedicated her life to empowering young people and creating opportunities for success. Shateria's journey has been defined by both triumph and tragedy. At just 14 years old, she faced the devastating loss of her father. And at 12, she experienced the passing of her beloved great-grandmother, Daisy, whom she cared for and considered her greatest idol. Throughout her life, she has endured the painful losses of close friends to gun violence and family members in consecutive years. While grief has been a constant challenge, Shateria has chosen to transform her pain into purpose, using every moment of life's borrowed time to uplift, inspire, and create lasting impact in her community. Currently, she is a community school director at Erie High School. Shateria is committed to shaping the next generation through the community school model. She fosters partnerships, implements programs, and provides students with tools and support they need to succeed both in and beyond the classroom. Her work is driven by the belief that every young person deserves access to opportunities, mentorship, and the encouragement to dream big. Shateria is also the founder of Destiny of Our Daughters, Inc., a nonprofit dedicated to empowering young women through mentorship, education, and leadership development. Additionally, she is the owner of Materialistic Boutique. Her dedication to service and leadership has earned her numerous accolades, including being named a 2023 Erie Reader 40 Under 40 recipient, a 2024 Mercy Center for Women, Women Making History honoree, and a 2023 Alpha Kappa Alpha Community Leader Award recipient. She is also a Jefferson Educational Society 2025 JCLA cohort graduate, the advisor board president for Gannon University's chess program, and an active member of Women United for Community Schools. She has a background in criminal justice, grant administration, and community engagement. Shateria has built a career on advocacy, leadership, and service. Ladies and gentlemen, Shateria Franklin.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the resilient and remarkable Erie High class of 2025. I am beyond honored to stand before you today as an advocate for youth, a mother, a business owner, but more importantly, as someone who has had the privilege of walking alongside of you in this journey. Today is not just a celebration of academic achievement. It is a celebration of resilience, community, and limitless potential that lies within each and every one of you. Before I begin, I want to tell you a little more about the woman standing before you today. Because if there's anything I've learned, it's that our journeys, no matter how complicated, shape our purpose. I am a lifelong Erie resident, a proud graduate of East High School, a product of this very community. I became a mother my senior year of high school, which altered my college decision and created a new roadmap for my journey. Young, determined, and often unsure how it would all work out, I went on to earn my degree at Gannon University while balancing the textbooks with the responsibility of motherhood. Life didn't hand me a crystal clear blueprint, and I have had my fair share of storms. I've experienced loss far too early, loved ones who carried my dreams in their prayers. There were days when grief was so heavy, I questioned whether I could rise above it. Days when it seemed easier to give up than to keep walking. But I made a promise to myself that I would defy the odds, that I would turn my pain into purpose, that I would create a life that those people would be proud of. Loss became my ultimate why, the fire that continues to burn within me even today. So through a ton of hard work, determination, and faith, I created my own business, founded my own organization, and achieved honors that were mentioned in my bio. But I don't share those achievements to boast. I share them because I want you to understand exactly who I am and where I come from. I want you to know that no matter what society says about you, no matter what box they try to put you in, that you can achieve greatness. You have the power to take every loss, every hardship, every doubt, and turn it into fuel for your dreams. Search for your why during this next phase of your life. Find that fire that burns inside of you that no storm can put out. Feed it, guard it, and trust it. Because if you do, nothing will be able to stop you. When I was asked to deliver this keynote address, I was both surprised and deeply humbled. My tenure at Erie High has been relatively short, yet the warmth and acceptance I've received make it feel like home. Walking through the hallways, I've had the joy of connecting with many of you, offering encouragement, and yes, sometimes that motherly nudge to keep you pushing forward. Together, we've cultivated relationships rooted in support, understanding, and most importantly, trust. The theme of today, Together We Rise, could not be more fitting because let's be real, none of us gets anywhere alone. We are here because of our families who made sacrifices, our teachers who saw the best in us even when we couldn't ourselves, our mentors who kept pushing us, and our friends who walked beside us through every challenge. And together we are stepping into something greater than ourselves. Together we rise. Rising together is why I am here today. I am standing here because I did not do it alone. Many people in my life believed in me, championed me, and reminded me, even in my toughest seasons, that I was destined for more. In fact, many of my very colleagues I now have the honor working alongside at Erie High. Names you know well, like Mrs. Cahill, Mr. Boyko, Mr. Robinson, and now Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Brockman. These were once my own teachers back at East High School. These are people who didn't just teach me subjects. They taught me to believe in myself. They showed me the power when someone sees your greatness before you even realize it yourself. It reminds me that rising together is not just a phrase. It is a way of life. Class of 2025, let's talk about the road that got you here. It wasn't always smooth. Some of you juggled school while working jobs to help at home. Some of you battled self-doubt, wondering if you had what it takes to make it to this very moment. Some of you faced personal challenges that tested your spirit, and yet you are here. You kept pushing. You refused to quit. That is the very essence of resilience. Resilience is embedded in our DNA. It's in the spirit of our ancestors who fought for education when the world tried to deny it to them. It's in the stories of leaders who refused to let obstacles define them. It's in the voices of change makers who demanded more, fought for justice, and proved that when community moves together, transformation happens. You are the next generation of leaders, and today you rise. Together we rise. But let me ask you, what does rising really mean? Rising is more than just walking across this stage to get a diploma. It's about walking into a world knowing your worth. It's about owning your brilliance in spaces where you may be the only one who looks like you. It's about carrying your culture, your identity, your experiences, and your truth with pride, because no one else can tell your story the way you can. Rising means understanding that success isn't just about personal gain. It's about lifting as you climb. When one of us wins, we all win. And when one of us struggles, we reach back and pull them up, because that's how we thrive. Not by competing against each other, but by building each other up. So when you step into the next phase of your journey, whether it's college, the military, a trade, a new job, or even the uncertainty of figuring things out, remember this: you belong in every single space you walk into. You are equipped for what is next. You are worthy of every opportunity that comes your way. Together we rise. Now let's talk about what's ahead, because while today is a beautiful moment, it is not the peak. It is just the beginning. The world is waiting for your ideas, your creativity, and your leadership. However, this world is not always fair. It's not always kind. And sometimes you will be underestimated. Sometimes you will walk into rooms where people don't expect you to shine. Shine anyways. Sometimes you will have to work twice as hard to be seen. Be seen anyways. Sometimes fear will creep in and tell you that you cannot do it. Do it anyways. Success will look different for each of you. For some, it will be earning that college degree and walking another stage. For others, it will be building a trade, launching a business, serving your country, supporting your family. But success isn't always loud. It's not always a headline or a highlight reel. Sometimes it's waking up every day and choosing to keep going. Sometimes it's simply believing you are worthy of more and going after it without an apology. So to the class of 2025, as you embark on unique paths, carry forward the lessons learned within the walls of Erie High. Embrace resilience. Challenges are inevitable, but they are opportunities for growth. Face them with courage and tenacity. Value community. Surround yourself with those who uplift you and support you. Remember, no one achieves greatness in isolation. Pursue excellence. Strive for greatness in all that you do. Your potential is limitless, and your dreams are within reach. Lead with empathy. In all your interactions, practice understanding and compassion. The world needs leaders who are both strong and kind. In closing, let me leave you with this. As you turn your tassels today, I want you to walk into the world with your heads held high, your hearts open, and your spirits unbreakable. You are not leaving out as just graduates, but as history makers, as dreamers, as doers, as young people who are stepping into a world that needs your voice, your passion, and your power. So go forward boldly. Never dim your light. And remember, your journey is not just about where you go, but who you bring with you. I am so proud of you. We are so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see how high you soar. Congratulations, Erie High class of 2025. Together we rise.
And now the Superintendent of the School District of the City of Erie, Mr. Brian Polito, will speak to the graduates of Erie High School.
Well, good morning, Erie High class of 2025. I'm so proud to stand here with you this morning to celebrate this milestone in your life. Together with your family members, friends, your teachers, your administrators, and board members, let me be among the first to say congratulations, Erie High class of 2025. And I'm very happy to share today that this is the largest graduating class in Erie High's history. Well done. This speech and the one I'll give later today at Collegiate Academy's ceremony are the last I'll deliver as superintendent. As I prepared for today, I spent some time thinking not only about the future, but about our shared past. We've done a lot of growing as a district in these last 4 years, and so have you. During those 4 years, you have faced challenges that stretched your abilities and demanded your focus, your commitment, and your resilience. You've learned to persevere, to turn failures into opportunities, to define your dreams and forge a path to achieve them. I know that path has been difficult at times, but I think you'll agree that it has also been profoundly rewarding, filled with singular accomplishments, academic and personal, that you might have not thought possible. But we believed, and we helped you believe, and that is why we are here today, because you said you could do this, and you did. The path ahead will look different for each of you. Some of you will continue your education at a 2 or 4 year college. Some will join the workforce using the skills and tools you've acquired in your career and tech program at Erie High. Some of you will serve our country in the armed forces. However you choose to make your mark in this world, know that we are exceedingly proud to count you as alumni of Erie High School, and that this network of teachers, mentors, and friends remains here to help you on your way. Congratulations, class of 2025. We look forward to seeing what you do next. And now I'm very honored to introduce our incoming superintendent, Dr. Natalyn Gibbs. Dr. Gibbs.
Thank you, Mr. Polito. Good morning, Erie High Royals. I am so grateful and honored to be standing in front of you today as your incoming superintendent. Though I did not have the privilege of walking with you these last 4 years, I do understand what it takes to sit where you sit today, and to say I'm proud of you for all that you are and all that you will be is an understatement. You are our future Royals, and the future is so bright. I spend a lot of time talking about the power and promise of public education because it's something that I believe in deeply. Public education gives our students the tools and resources they need to be successful, not only in school but in life, and to become informed citizens and better humans. That you are here today, having taken advantage of the education, now sitting on the edge of a new future, is all the evidence I need to illustrate that truth. Public education also gives us the power to dream and the promise that with enough work, dedication, and yes, support, those dreams can become a reality. That you are here today, surrounded by family members, friends, teachers, and mentors who have helped you along this difficult yet rewarding journey is all evidence that I need of that truth. My advice to you, Erie High School class of 2025, is to not leave the power and promise of public education behind when you walk across that stage today. Wear it like a badge of honor and use it to make a difference in whatever you do for yourself and our community. Use it to create the future you've envisioned. Use it to build a life of excellence wherever that looks like to you. Your 4 years at Erie High School have given you all the tools you need to be successful. The rest is up to you. But you're never alone. The family members, friends, supporters, and mentors who have helped you get here will continue to be your biggest cheerleaders. Rely on them for their support and their guidance. Remember that where you start, and everyone has to start somewhere, will not be where you end. There will be plenty of successes, but you will make missteps too, just as we all do. That's life. Give yourself grace, and then pick yourself up and try again. That's called being an adult. Congratulations, class of 2025. On behalf of Erie's Public Schools, we wish you nothing but success. I can't wait to see what you do in your next chapter.
All right, the theme for this year's commencement is Together We Rise. There are always obstacles to overcome, and some years those obstacles seem insurmountable. But the fact that you're all sitting here today is evidence to the contrary. Each one of you has faced challenges on your individual journeys, but you have encouraged each other, utilize the resources and supports available to you, and as you grew more into yourself and into your potential, the base level went up. Every personal gain you made, every goal you achieved led directly to the improvement of your class as a whole. It has been inspiring to watch you all rise together. And now our first student speaker is Ricardo Garcia Montroy. Ricardo is the son of Fernando Garcia and Bonnie Montroy. Ricardo plans to continue working in retail after graduation so he can gain experience, hone his skills, and apply that knowledge to a career in fashion. Please welcome Ricardo Garcia Montroy.
Good morning, everybody. Hold on.
Find your name, honey.
Found it. Oopsies. Okay.
Is that it?
Welcome, class of 2025, and the friends and families of our accomplished students. We as people have the ability to uplift each other as well as those around us. One moment that has stuck out to me happened earlier this year when I met a friend who was struggling with her academics just like I was. We had both pushed each other to move forward and improve and found different ways to get to where we needed to be in regards to our credits. We both encouraged each other and asked our teachers and counselors for assistance. I am both proud of her and myself for getting to where we needed to be, but I am proud of the way we came together in support of each other. By asking our teachers and counselors for help and getting the information that we need to move forward, all of us can learn different things. I realize now the importance of asking for help. This could also include finding the adults in your school's staff, such as your teachers, as well as counselors, those that you can rely on, and those that would truly be there for you. Now that we are the adults, it's important that we remember we're never too old to ask for help or offer those around us help as well. These are the kinds of personal connections that can help push you forward in life. Listening to the adults around us that truly care can teach us valuable lessons and help us learn different ways to navigate different situations. I didn't always know this though. For me, freshman year and sophomore year were both really tough academic transitions. I was barely in school and wasn't mentally or physically motivated. Towards the end of sophomore year, though, it dawned on me that I might not get the opportunity to graduate with my fellow peers. But I had went to my counselor, and they had given me the opportunity to transfer to Emerson Gridley to get my credits up. Anyway, it was an important decision that I made, but in the end, it was the right one. I had also managed to make a friend who went to that same school, but I felt lost and unmotivated that first year, which was my junior year. But by allowing myself the grace to take in ideas and make new friends, I found that I didn't have all the answers. Yet I learned valuable life lessons. It is so important to find that internal motivation when it comes to completing any kind of work. Even the tiniest things can push you forward and set you miles ahead in your success. Setting goals is an important skill that I've learned throughout high school. Even if I don't use it all the time, it's something that I know will be important throughout our whole lives. We're going to learn new ways to navigate life and continue to grow individually. I am both excited and nervous about what the future holds. But all we can do is push forward and do what is best for ourselves. As we make our way into the world, I want us all to remember how important it is to create genuine connections with people who want the best for ourselves as well as themselves. Those that are closest to us should be wanting the best for themselves as well as their loved ones. We're going to meet many people in our lives who want to wish us some type of harm, but it's important to find that stability in a friend as well as those around us. To finish off, I want to thank everybody for having me as well as those that came today in support of us. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ricardo. Our second student speaker is Erie High's valedictorian, Abigail Zarley. Abby is the daughter of Crystal Schmidt and Jason Lundell, and granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Michael Nessen. Abby is here with us today instead of attending commencement at Erie County Community College, where she earned her associate's degree through our dual degree program. She will continue her education in the fall at Gannon University, where she plans to major in business. Please welcome Abigail Zarley.
Good morning, everyone, graduates, families, friends, and faculty. Today, as we stand on the edge of new beginnings, we celebrate not only our individual journeys and achievements, but also the togetherness that has shaped our high school experience. Throughout these 4 years, we have overcome challenges, learned lessons, and grown into the people we are today. So today, we celebrate bridges built and friendships made, and we stand together on the horizon of a future we are shaping together. High school has been a journey, not always easy, not always clear, but one that has shaped us in ways we never expected. Moments of uncertainty and days that have tested our patience. Every late night study session, every class shared with one another, these are not just memories, but proof of how strong we are when we lean on each other. Together, we grew up, and we grew together. It is not the tests or the grades that define our high school experience, but the connections that we have made. During a particularly difficult class in my junior year, I felt frustrated and overwhelmed. I talked with some other people in the class and found out that they were also struggling. We worked together on some concepts and things started to make sense for all of us. Bringing together our individual strengths and understanding allowed us to consider ideas we otherwise might not have come up with on our own. This experience taught me something really important. When we support each other, we grow together and become stronger than we could ever imagine. I think that it is safe to say that none of us are the same people as we were when we started this journey. We have grown in maturity and in confidence. We have come so far, not just as individuals, but as a class. There have been challenges and setbacks that tested our limits, whether it was adapting to new ways of learning, navigating our personal lives, or simply pushing through the exhaustion. These challenges have taught us that when we come together, we can create something bigger than ourselves and now have the confidence to embrace the future. Each of us has the chance to make a real difference in the world beyond this school and these walls that have kept us for the last 4 years. Whether it is college, work, travel, or maybe something totally different. No matter what we choose to do, our actions matter. As former U.S. Senator Barbara Mikulski said, each one of us can make a difference. Together, we make change. And if there is one message I want to leave with you today, it is that as individuals, we hold potential. But as a graduating class, we hold power. So here's to the friendships that carried us, the lessons that changed us, and the future that awaits us. We did it together. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Abby. And now School Board President Dr. Jay Brenneman will declare the class of 2025 graduated. On behalf of senior class Samaya Wesley, senior class president, will accept the diploma. Let me help get you there, sir. All right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
By the power duly vested in me as president of the Board of School Directors of Erie's Public Schools, and upon certification by the Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Brian J. Polito, the principal of Erie High School, Mr. Donald Orlando, and the principal of the Patrick J. DePaulo Student Success Center, Miss Jill Crable, I do hereby certify and affirm in the presence of all assembled that each individual has met or exceeded the requirements for graduation set forth by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of School Directors of Erie's Public Schools and is ready to receive their diploma. With great pride and full confidence in their accomplishments, I hereby declare the members of the class of 2025 of Erie High School and the Patrick J. DePaulo Student Success Center officially graduated. I am honored to present a diploma to the senior class president, Samaya Wesley, who will accept it on behalf of her class. Samaya, it is my honor to present you with this diploma, which marks the completion of your high school education. Congratulations to you and every member of your class.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. However, while we appreciate that you are all very proud of your students, in the interest of fairness to all who have graduated this year and whose names deserve to be heard, and to preserve the dignity of this ceremony, please hold your applause and cheers until all graduates' names have been called. Thank you.
Wed Abdullah.
Awes Abdallah. Too soon?
Fazal Rahim Abdul Rahim.
Rakan Abdul Karim.
Safa Abu Alaban.
Marwa Abu Alaban.
Angelina Ruth Acosta.
Abdul Aziz Abu Zayed.
Jumana Akbar.
Allah Ahmed.
Zaina Al Ashkar.
Ibrahim Al Ashkar.
Kamar Al Iter.
Hiba Fayez Al Darwish.
Yusuf Walid Al Majeder.
Eslam Al Jomani.
Yusuf Al Sharif.
Haytham Al Najjar.
Kosai Al Dandal.
Alisar Al Zawabi.
Mohammed Al Aliwe.
Ahmad Al Daif.
Mohammed Al Hamoud.
Malaka Al Hamoud.
Michael Ali.
Ragda Al Husri.
Ahmad Wali Alizada.
Suleiman Ali.
Hana Al Jasim.
Mohammed Al Jessim.
Sliva Al Mahmoud.
Amar Al Mahamid.
Rahaf Al Obid.
Ahmed Al Msur.
Banin Al Zawabi.
Sarah Al Sagir.
Aya Ahmad Al Zahir.
Intisar Al Tosh.
Rosalina Ambush.
Dylan Ambrose.
Kevin Anderson Jr.
Amanullah Amlawal.
Nieja Naije Marie Arquette.
Hari Arsofsky.
Darius Bailing.
Brilliant Anin Kamiya.
Cassidy Cheyenne Balick.
Arabella Baker.
Rabir Banks Rogers.
Leela Banya.
Kamora Barnett Johnson.
Niana Barnett.
Bhumika Basnet.
Infinity Barney.
Javiana Beeson.
Yadalis Bayala.
Haley Belden.
Jericho D. Beeson.
Adacia Bender.
Sanaya Bell.
Anthony Lyman Blystone.
Leah N. Bittner.
Leah Bowers Cordell.
Jasmine Boring.
Fatima Brake.
Boyani Bwandola.
Matthew Brown.
Raymond S. Breeder.
Kelvin Burt.
Ryan W. Burris.
Tamira Calloway Gaines.
Kennedy E. Butcher.
Jarelis Castajon Serrano.
Jared R. Carnes.
Ohana Choice.
Kylie Kaler.
Shamik Clements.
Israel Claudio.
Nabrea Clinkscales.
Sarah Nicole Clemens White.
Jamarion Coleman.
Dominic Coleman.
Alexander Collins.
Madison Colley.
Braden Conley.
Ezekiel R. Cologne.
Jocelyn Cooley.
Matthew Christopher Cook.
Brianne Cox.
Deshaun Darius Copeland.
Jenelise Crespo.
Michael Cox.
Ashanti Divine Crockett.
Natalie Crossman.
Jazari Cruz.
Giovanni Crosby.
Cameron Cummings.
Kaylee L. Cubitt.
Ramaj Davis.
Marquan Darnell.
Amirullah Dawood.
Zymir Davis.
Hadisullah Dawood.
Asif Dawood.
Benisha Dital.
Jerica Delgado.
Gavin Dickey.
Syri Diaz Mendez.
Jaden Dixon.
Jonathan Dickey.
Deshanara Dorsey.
Charisma N. S. Duncan.
Chloe Dunn.
Dennis L. Durst.
Rowan Diab.
Neasia Eddy.
Zakia Eberhardt.
Gabriel Elverton.
Nyasia Elman.
Damari Irvin.
Nathaniel Elverton.
LaShawn Evans.
Jalen Evans.
Amtul Faria.
Sindos Fido.
Olivia C. Fade.
Amari Farmer.
Sarai Feliciano.
Alasia Feliciano.
Alessa Figueroa.
Marviana Ferguson.
Miranda Flaherty.
Amor Fisher.
Jacob Forshee.
Nishimwe Flora.
Iverson Carmelo Franklin.
Madden Foster.
Lucas A. Froelich. Proud of you, brother.
Isabella Fredericks.
Amori Gaines.
James Fullerton.
Jolena Gamble.
Jealousy Gallegos.
Sadia Gamble.
Kayana Gamble.
Ricardo Garcia Montroy.
Anthony Gangemi.
Ella Gertzen.
Faustine Gasor.
Kyle Geyer.
Lexa George.
Elijah X. Giannoni.
Mohammed Ghazala.
Isaiah Goda.
Ronald Gillespie.
Damariana Goodwin.
Fabian Gonzalez.
Nahira Monet Gordon.
Bradley Gordon.
Amaris Graham. Amaris Graham.
Addison Gore.
DeBrasia Green.
Marissa Gray.
Shayna Griffin.
Jariah Green.
Maxwell S. Grusha.
Savion Griffiths.
Andrew Gustafson.
Jacob Javinsky.
Kevin Habu Mugiha.
John Hector Guzman Ortiz.
Michaela A. Hall.
Yasser Hadi.
Nazifa Hanifi.
Atifa Hanifi.
Jariah Harris.
Hope Harmon.
Nevea Harvey.
Jaden Harris.
Sarah Hassan Al-Jawad.
Ezra Hassan.
Shelby Ann Hayes.
Jihan Hussein.
Dwayne Hemphill.
Tamar Heidelberg.
Carter Henry.
Sean Henderson.
Julian Harrington.
Yarinel Hernandez.
Sarina Hinton.
Mikhail James Hilliard.
Sergio Hoffman Shirelli.
Alyssa Hoffman.
Avant Holloway.
Kayleen Holden.
Jacqueline Hooks.
Serena Holmstrom.
Brennan Horneman.
Heaven Hope.
Adina Husband.
Caden Hubble.
Lamia Ibrahimovic.
Layla Ibrahim.
Jada Jackson.
Idris Idris.
Ikran Jama.
Sirat Jalali. Jalili.
Julius Jeffries.
Hussein Jassim.
Jemiah Deasia Monique Johnson.
Jackson Johannes.
Jayana Johnson.
Janaya Johnson.
Shaquan Z. Johnson.
Kevon Johnson.
Tajay Johnson Price.
Zaimani Johnson.
L.J. Jones.
Lavelle Jones.
Dajea Jordan.
Monte Jones Gordon.
Kyron Jordan.
Delasha Jordan.
Emma Francis Caney.
Malik Anis Kamia.
Famata Kandima.
Briham Kathim.
Nayla Koksar.
Cassidy Kearns.
Cameron Khan Ali.
Sarah Khalifa.
Zakai Kirksky.
Ethan Kiefer.
Sophia Kononenko.
Aaliyah Knight.
Ivan Lamberty.
Nayelis Laguerre Tirado.
Jaden Lawrence.
Nevea Lamberty.
Christine Kai Lawson.
Tylee Lawrence.
Ariel Lieberg.
Deanna Lazar.
Marcus Lair.
Cornelius Lee.
Andre Lindemuth.
Romaris Lester.
Jayla Lofton.
Denisha Lofton.
George Lopez.
Richard Docole.
Benjamin Lulinda.
Luis Lopez Flores.
Salem I. Lyon.
Logan Lybrook.
Bashir Mahmoud.
Mariah Lyons.
Elma Monjik.
Darina Milachuk.
Sanaya Janae Manis.
Saeed Mansour.
Anthony J. Mateo.
Kira Martin.
Mava Mboko Celestin.
Michael Matthews.
Dante McCorrison.
Elena McLeod.
Samuel McMillan.
Emilio McLaurin.
Aaron Michael.
Unique Merritt.
Daniel Miller.
Cordell Miles.
Tajir Moffett Taylor.
Marche Mitchell.
Ayan Mohammed.
Zahari Mohammadi.
Saraswati Monger.
Perez Monger.
Espor Muhindo.
Salim Marie Morales Carino.
Joshua Mukendi.
Hayad Muhammad.
Abdul Fattah Mutana.
Payasha Muldru.
Maibui.
David Mueza.
John B. Ndagjamana.
Albriana Myers.
Isali Marie Neris.
Jada Carolyn Nelson.
Min Win.
Bikram Nupani.
Elaine Nimushindi.
Isaac Nazwecki.
Colin Newber.
Zaire Noble.
Omar Newhow.
Caden Newfer.
Kennedy Olowinski.
Adriana Oles.
Isabella C. Ortiz de Groff.
Eric Ortiz II.
Nilufar Osmani.
Camaris Ortiz Soto.
Brian Page.
Ezekiel Osoro Davila.
Ariana Pazzo.
Annalise Palou.
Diogenes Perez.
Georgia Pepperman.
Mark Fenningworth III.
Lakaya Perry.
Rajay Pickens.
Jada Phillips.
Markel Pope.
London Pinheiro.
Cheyenne Prindle.
Miracle Price.
Sophia Primachenko.
Jamal Pritchard.
Jalita Perdue.
Devaya Pulliam.
Nawidullah Kadiri.
Jalea Purcell.
Amisha Rai.
Shahed Kajah.
Zanaya Rana.
Nishal Rai.
Mackenzie E. Renwick.
Russell Ray.
Jose A. Reyes.
Emily Reyes.
Oceana Rieger.
Samuel Reynolds.
Luis Rivera Rosado.
Shaya Rimal.
Salis Roberts.
Rihanna Roberts.
Delasia Robinson Holmes.
Cassandra Robinson.
Miguel Angel Roman Feliciano.
Joshua Rodriguez Feliciano.
Cameron A. Ross.
Elizabeth Root.
Josiah Rumberger.
Daquan Rowry.
Abdul Rahman Safi.
Isaro Ryan.
Rawan Salama.
Hajira Safi.
Yadira Saldana.
Brian Saldana.
Latasia Sanders.
Megan Samick.
Jacob A. Sanfelice.
Diamond Sanderson.
Jaden Schmollenberger.
Jaylena Santiago.
Lucy Severin.
Alberto Luis Serrano.
Mariam Sharifi.
Dakota Scherer.
Javon A. Sherrill.
Nergiz Mohammed Ali Sheiko.
Caitlin Smith.
Tavion Sherrill.
Veronica Snow.
Naisier Shakim Smith.
Javea E. Spain.
Nosratola Sultan Mohammed.
Kimari Sparks King.
Danaja Sparks Goodwine.
Joseph Spencer.
Nakari Speed. Nakaria, dang it, sorry.
Giovanni Steeples.
Yamari Sapp.
Tony Stewart.
Maddie Faye Stewart.
Anuj Subedi.
Raul Suarez.
Anisha Tamang.
Zakaya Swift.
Nishan Tamang.
Mosam Tamang.
Ikra Tanvirudin.
Pension Tamang.
Giovann Taylor.
Alasia Tate.
Kiara Y. Taylor.
Javari Taylor.
Elijah Thomas.
Anthony Thomas.
Zavriana Thompson.
Nyshawn Thompson.
Carissa Tincher.
Please take a moment of silence for Sky Adriana Nicole Thrower.
Coraliz Torres Gonzalez.
Brianna Torres.
Mika Lynn Tripp.
Graciana Evan Trainer.
Conan Turley.
Marisha Toholsky.
Anastasia Timoshenko.
Zabaroni Twahira.
Wahidullah Umar Khan.
Ramatala Umar Khan.
Aiden Van Sice.
Nazia Usmani.
Yeslian Marie Vargas Garcia.
Marcel Van Tassel.
Santos Vasquez.
Gabriel Vaughn.
Rafael J. Velasquez.
Naquan Vega.
Alex Velez.
Aladino Velez.
David Vera.
Luis Velez.
Ariana Walker.
Jose Vera.
Sierra S. Walters.
Kayla Walker.
Rihanna Warren.
Helena Ward.
Jareya Wayne.
Jonathan Wasalu.
Madeline White.
Angelina Wazorek.
Karan Williams.
Iana Williams.
Jaden R. Williams.
Keenan Williams.
Kaya Williams.
Shania Williams.
Tavon Williams.
Mazira Wright.
Raisi Yokolo.
Ibrahim Youssef.
Juliana Zach.
Hasibullah Zaman.
Abigail Zarli.
Tajalyn Zacco.
Amelia Zook.
Traherne Taylor.
Jania Duck.
Alea Morales.
Sharice McDonald.
Kamora Williams.
Naomi Elverton.
Where's my page?
Adora Jones.
I know, I get it. Thank you, great job, great job.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Erie High graduating class of 2025.
Samai Wesley, please step to the podium to guide your classmates in moving their tassels.
Class of 2025, please move your tassels from the right to the left to indicate that you are a high school graduate.
Seniors, it has been an honor to watch you rise together, and we are excited to see how high you continue to soar. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, congratulations. Guests, please remain seated until the graduates have left the field.